Mommy and Daddy, can I play a game, please? Makai been on the game all day. It's my turn.
Ball is yours. Can I have it? Ball, Dad. Can I drive to the store?
I finished!
A day in the life with the Berrien.
Join us, Damian and Youmone Berrien, a millennial couple, on the Millennial Marriage Podcast as we navigate the real life ministry of love, marriage, parenthood, and just overall life. Step into our world, the Millennial Marriage Podcast. What up?
What's up, Millennial family? What's going on? Late night.
We up. We ain't creeping, but we up. We up.
Not creeping.
We ain't creeping, but we up. We up. Yes, y'all, listen, we are up and it's really 11 o'clock. So we is tired. But we committed to this. We true to this. And so we are here with some special guests with us tonight that stayed up late with us.
Right. Past our bedtime.
We with the Fulse gang. We are with Brandon and Ashli Fulse at the Millennial Marriage Movement Podcast. What's up, y'all, Fulse gang?
What up?
We invited this lovely couple to join us tonight because we're going to talk about new. Mm-hmm. What does that make y'all think about when I say new? It makes me think about something.
ATL,
new, because I only wear the new. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the new, and why are we talking about it with them? Well, this is a new couple, kinda. Y'all almost a year in, right?
Yeah, at the end of this month.
Yeah.
At the end of this month, they're a year in. So they still newlyweds. They still wet behind their ears, metaphorically speaking. But we wanted to bring this new millennial couple, married couple, on our podcast tonight. And not only are they newly married, but they got a couple of layers going on. They are also brand new parents to a new baby boy.
God bless them. God bless them.
And they don't even look like what they've gone through.
Come on, somebody.
They just look good. You look good tonight. You look good.
Thank you.
So we want to, of course, say what's up to all of our listeners. We want you to like and share tonight's podcast. We even want you to engage with us in the comment section if you can. If you want some questions asked, if you have some questions to ask, you can ask those in the comment section or just give us a shout out and let us know you're here. Alexis Lowe, we see you, baby.
What's up, cuz?
Listen, she gonna be down for the cause always. So we give a shout out.
In the morning. You got work in the morning now.
Listen,
she's gonna be there bright and early.
Bright and early. Yes, she is.
Got work in the morning now. You got to be there on time for them people now.
Now we want to go ahead. We want to go ahead and give y'all a chance to introduce yourself. Brandon and Ashli, go ahead and tell the people in case they don't know who you are. Who are you?
My name is Ashli Cornelius Fulse. No, I'm just playing. I dropped the Cornelius, but it's Fulse. I am a wife. A mom of two. I have an almost 7-week-old baby boy by the name of Brandon Fulse, also known as B2 to you guys. And I have a newly 13-year-old daughter by the name of Amaya. Teenager. Y'all here?
I'm praying for y'all. We praying
heavy with the prayers.
Yes, we got you.
I am also the Millennial Worship Team leader, but I'm on sabbatical right now. I'm on maternity leave.
But she coming back, y'all.
Yeah.
And I also lead worship at PBC. Woo woo.
Yep. Shout out to PBC.
Shout out to my daddy and my mama. I am a PK as well.
Okay. I am too. I understand. We understand.
So yeah. I'm a I'm a ball mom. So
yes.
Softball mom.
Very good.
That's
daughter is very good at softball.
Yeah, we're gonna see her on some large stage.
Yes.
That's the life. That is me.
Brandon, tell us who you are.
My name is Brandon Fulse. I'm a husband. I'm a father, first-time father. I'm a football coach, mentor, football coach at Fort Meade High School, middle senior high. I say a mentor to the guys, Christian man.
Shout out to him.
Shout out, man.
I like that.
Big ups on that, man. A lot of men don't get out here and say that, man.
The millennial husband.
Hey, that's what we talking about, man.
Husband stuff. I love
Period.
I love it.
And that's pretty much it.
That is not it. You a softball coach.
Oh yeah, softball coach. Yeah, I forgot. That.
Right.
Also, I umpire too on the side.
Yep.
Right.
He sure does.
Side of the hustler.
And you got a regular job. Y'all busy.
Yeah.
Not only that, man, the man went to Auburn, man. The man is an Auburn alumni, man.
Shout
out, man. That's huge, man.
Now. We not
Look
doing
at
this.
That's huge, man. Hey, and he got the helmet. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man.
I love it.
Yes, sir, man. That's huge, man.
Ooh, somebody hated tonight, Ashley. We're not gonna act like that, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna send apologies.
I threw that.
She graduated. I mean, she went to, or she's a fan, graduate, whatever.
We got both now.
Don't divide our house up.
It's okay.
We got both.
Get it off the camera. Get it off the camera. We are Florida State Seminoles over here, and so this is what we do over here. So I ain't hating on Brandon. Auburn. Hey, I'm here for you. I love it. I love it.
I was just gonna say, but
Cornelius, he gave y'all a shout out, Brandon. He said you are also an Under Armour All-American.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now, get the man
your brother-in-law, man.
Okay.
Give the man his props.
Hey, but I am a low-key hater of Florida State now.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all ruined my childhood dream of being a national champion.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
So I'm gonna jump on the Florida State hate bandwagon.
Oh man, and I wasn't even hating. No, it's all good, Brandon.
I mean, hey man, now if we would have won, I would have loved Florida State.
Oh man, we gotta love that. I hope you two get off of the scholarship and take it. Oh yes,
and I still won't wear it.
Nope. Oh man,
she felt that. That came from
That's some.
It's all good. It's all good. Listen. We got to start this
Rudy.
night off right now because we ain't start with these rivalries. That's not what we're gonna do tonight. Even though we beat up a team yesterday, 45-3. But we're not gonna start.
We ain't gonna go. It's some sad people walking around. Folk me. Mad at me when I was walking up there. They was mad.
But Facebook was so quiet last night.
Y'all ain't gonna take it too far now because y'all know my family.
Boy, them boys were
They
mad.
got hard.
Y'all at the end of the month, Ashley. It's all good. We good. We're good.
Okay, now
talk about those games. We gonna slide.
I ain't gonna lie.
Subject.
It was some zombies walking around like they were looking sad, man. All right, man.
Okay, moving on. So here's the thing. All love. Ashley started with something now because you introduced yourself, right? And you dropped your maiden name. Okay, so that was a point of contention when we first got married, and y'all will be a year at the end of this month. We'll be 17 years on the 25th of this month. So we understand, right? So my dad wanted me to hyphenate my name, and he still is like, Youmone, why you wouldn't hyphenate your name? I said, no, I just wanted to be Youmone Berrien. Why did you not hyphenate your name, Ashley?
Oh, okay. I went back and forth with this. I'm not gonna lie. Only because y'all know I'm a daddy's girl to the death of me.
Yes.
So I really just was like, this is the last piece of my daddy, like that I have. So I went back and forth. But then somehow I think we were at my mama's house or maybe at my Auntie Tina's house. And the subject came up about the hyphenated names. And my daddy was like, no, you're supposed to take your husband's last name.
Okay.
So I didn't say anything. I was just like, all right. So
did you kind of feel like if you did it without him accepting it, that you kind of like betraying him, letting him down, or did you have any of those kind of feelings?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I did. I had some. I did.
Yeah. I think that's that relationship, because I'm a daddy's girl too.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard. Like I'm giving all of my loyalty over here, and I'm forgetting who I would. But you're not forgetting that. So
right.
That is tough. Brandon, would you have had a problem had she hyphenated?
Well, we talked about it.
Be honest.
At first, I said, "Yeah, I'll be upset," but then I was like, "Man, you do what you want to do."
Okay, yeah, all right. She know who she is. You know who she is.
Right.
Okay.
Long as that false name is on
hey,
there.
that's the nice. I said, long as it's attached. I mean,
that's it. So wait, here we go. Tell me how y'all first met.
Okay,
That's a good story.
If we're being technical, we met when we were really little. I mean, we grew up. Our families have always been close.
Okay.
If you're asking how we started dating, it's a different version.
Oh.
He lied and say it's something different.
Okay.
But I mean, in church, we'll say in church. That's where it started, in church. That's where it started.
I'm looking at Brandon.
It was in church.
Okay. Now, remember, y'all, we live in a small city, y'all. This is not a big city, so everybody know each other. We all run together.
So okay.
So we all run together.
But y'all started dating. Okay, who made the first move to talk to who? Brandon, was it you? Or was it Ashli?
That's where the lies start. That's where the lies start. What he thought was me shooting my shot was me really being honest. So
saying what?
Take it as you please. I used to run the cameras at church. So you know where I sit, where we used to sit in the back.
Okay.
You can see everything.
Oh, so that camera was on him instead of pastor.
No.
Her eyes.
The camera was on Brandon.
No, I saw what was inside of his phone during church, and he's so tall. So the camera, he literally
I was sitting down. What you mean I was tall?
View. That's it.
Now, Brandon, you are tall now.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know this. Brandon is what, 6 feet what?
5.
6 foot 5.
Lord, 6 feet 5. Yeah. So, Brandon, even when you sit down now, come on now, your head is still up.
Exactly.
But not in no camera view.
Okay, Brandon said, Ashley, that's not how it went down. We gonna leave that alone.
No, I've been looking at them cameras in church. There's some tall people sitting in the back. You can't hardly see past us sometimes.
You know what? We ain't doing this with him because that's
just
what
saying.
he do.
There's some cameras back there that ain't showing up past the full body.
You know what? Okay, so moving on, y'all. You started dating. How long did y'all date before Brandon? You were like, you know what? This is the lady that I got to spend the rest of my life with. How long was it? Years, months, years?
Yeah, about a year or two.
Okay. Now tell me this. Let's do this, okay? Because Damian, you're gonna be next. So think of your answer. I already know what his answer is gonna be. But Brandon, what was that? Because we got some single people watching us, right? What was that point where you were like, because I believe a man makes up his mind, right? Women, we make up our minds too, but I believe it's the man that makes up his mind. It's like, no, I gotta have her. What was that breaking? When did you yourself know, she's got to be my wife?
Say that again.
When did you know that she was the one that you needed to marry? You need to put a ring on.
Yeah.
When did you know?
Just at a certain point of time frame.
No, certain point. I don't care about, August 28th, no.
August 28th at 2 p.m.
It
just fell on me.
And maybe it was, here's the thing, maybe it was a scenario. Let's let Damian go for Brandon's thinking. Damian, on the spot, go.
No, I knew it was time for me that you was the one when I felt like I I was at a point in my life where I was ready to settle down.
Yeah.
And I did everything, and it just so happened that you came along at that time where I was at that point where I was ready to just settle down. And right then I say, okay, it was certain personality traits you had that said, okay, it was time for me to settle down with you. You know, men always, we get to a point in our life where we like, man, enough is enough. I think I'm just ready to have a family. I'm ready to relax. I don't, you know, I'm just ready.
So you settled. Is that what you said?
I'm settled.
You settled.
I'm not settled in reference to you, but I'm just saying I settled down.
Settled down.
Yeah, not meaning I settled for you. No.
Okay.
Let's be clear.
Hey, ain't no settled.
But we did marry. We met late February, maybe the 28th of February, and we married November 25th, the same year. So that was kind of unheard of. But my parents also did the same thing. They met January 1st and they married September 1st. So we kind of didn't even realize we were following their steps. So that's why we're saying, Brandon, was it similar to Damian? Like you knew certain personality traits, you know, you can't stop thinking about this person. Was it those kind of things that you're like, I really want this person to be with me?
Yeah, I piggyback to what Damian said. Coming, like I said, a man at a certain time in their life, they know when it's time to hang stuff up, let it go, and start focusing on the family. So, I mean, I was, you know, getting out of my late 20s and like, I want to say I was trying to rush and like, you know, start a family, but you know, most of all my boys, you know, they had kids young, and I was kind of a late bloomer. So, like you say, Ashley came at a right time in my life to where I had got out of a relationship, and she was not talking about it, but she was very childish, and Ashley was a little older than me, so she was more mature.
Yeah,
she knew how to handle herself.
Okay, that matters.
Yeah,
grew up in the church. Like I said, we small town, so we both grew up in the church. I knew she was a very strong Christian woman. Her dad, she's a PK, and and when I was in school, I kind of got away from church. Well, I didn't really get away from church, but I didn't really go to church when I was in school, only when I came home. So, and she kind of taught me some things in church. And kind of got me back strong into it. And I just knew, like, man, if this girl can get me the Lord like this, man, I feel like she the one.
Hey,
let's say that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dinner on Ashley.
Yes,
let's say that.
Yes.
Okay. Ashley, how did you know? Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, see how if you find a good woman, Christian woman that can lead a man back to church, hey, you got something. Piggyback on you, like I say, my homeboys, my brothers, my cousins, all the people that had kids and seeing their baby mamas and they drama and all of that. And I see that, she had a child and she was, a single mother, and she was very mature and, not immature like the other girls when, trying to hurt their baby daddy with the child and all of that. So I was like, man, I can see myself raising a family with her.
That is good.
Hey, women, get out the streets, get in the church. You're gonna pull a man in the church.
This is his plug.
Get out the streets.
This is his plug. Okay.
Hey, I'm just saying that's the same thing with me, Brandon. I was churched out, man. Growing up, my family had us in everything. Everything have to deal with church. We was always in church, always, constantly in church. And I was just churched out, man. And I was like, why am I going to so much church? I ain't even part of these organizations, and I ain't part of the usher board and all of this. But I'm just going to church. They got us in church. So when I was able to make a decision on whether or not I want to go to church, like, man, I don't want to go to church no more.
Exactly. Especially after a Saturday game.
Oh, man, you ain't going to no church. You went to the club Saturday, man, I ain't going to no church. But it was just that, I met my wife, and she said, hey, we got to get in this church thing. I said, man. And then I used to go. That
wasn't the first. Yeah. That was later in our marriage.
I used to go to their house,
in Jacksonville, and all her brothers, pastors,
Oh,
dad
my
and
family,
pastors,
ministers.
So they talking after church, and they talking about all this stuff,
Yeah,
talking about
like
Moses and all. I'm like, what y'all talking about,
Moses.
man?
We'll randomly talk about Moses.
Yeah, just talking about stuff I ain't know nothing about. I'm just sitting there like, man, what are they talking about, man? You know, so it felt awkward, man.
Not Moses.
Moses, Joshua, whoever else, you know.
He's a mess.
Bartholomew and whoever else, you know. All these
but
different
it did
people.
get to a point where
it got to a point.
We did have to talk in our marriage like, hey, this is where we're at. And it got to the point where I would take the boys to church and leave him at the house. Mm-hmm. And I told him, no, we're going. And finally, the Lord touched him. He saw the example. He decided to start going and really having that relationship himself. Yeah. So it's good, Brandon, that you're saying this has happened prior to y'all getting married. Mm-hmm. So now that y'all are married, y'all can just build together. Mm-hmm. Ashli, you're about to say something?
Oh, no. I'm listening.
Yeah. So, Ashli, what about Brandon? Did you know that he was the one?
Ooh. To piggyback off of what he said, we actually started dating. We dated for, 2 years? And then we went through a break. And we were apart for 11 months.
That's a long break.
Yeah. He was dating somebody else at the time, but the entire time that Brandon was dating somebody else, I was actually praying. And so
stop this talk now.
We went through that. So I have a very small circle, very tight-knit circle. I don't really have a lot of friends. Mm-hmm. So I would tell them, I would see him randomly, see him in places with the girl, and for some reason I could never get angry the way I wanted to be angry.
He probably looking like this.
Yeah, I could never
get angry.
Looking like that at them.
I could never get angry.
Carry on, Ashli.
I never could get angry. And all I could do was, Lord, protect him, protect his heart, protect my heart. And lead him wherever you would have for him to be. Let it be. Let your will be done in his life.
Bro, that's mature.
That's powerful. That's powerful, because these people these days, they'll pray, man.
I'm that mature,
man, I pray you don't your relationship don't make it at all.
Right. And in doing that, in doing that though, the Lord really dealt with me. With helping me to deal with anger issues that I had from previous relationships or with family or whatever the case may be. So it wasn't even about him, and it really wasn't for him. It was for me, to help me to deal with what I had to deal with. So what really brought me back was Maya. When he left, I think it kind of did something to her. So, trying to fill that void, that he made a huge impact to start with, and then it's gone. So it was back to it just being the two of us having to deal with, well, where is Brandon, or what is what the deal is. And so he kept in contact. He would call and check on Maya, see what she was doing. And so that's what drove us that's what drove us back together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And thinking about something greater than yourselves.
Right.
Thinking about how much of an impact you made in this little girl life, and how it's so easily how we can, not knowing that we can affect the person by actions or whatever it may be, how it can hurt this little girl life going forward.
Right.
We don't even know it until they explain it, or till later on in life when they tell you something. But wow, that's powerful. But now you guys are married and you guys have a newborn. So what is it like in the household, the Fulse household, now that you have a 14-year-old, 13-year-old,
a teenager,
and you have a newborn?
What my daddy said today, no, what you just said when we were talking the new. Yeah. Everything is new for us. It's Brandon's first, so it's new for him. First time experiencing the baby stage, but it's new for me because, like you said, I did it 13 years ago, and so many things has changed. The way they tell you to do certain stuff, it's all different for me. But our prayer was and still is for us to have an easy baby. I know that sounds so crazy, but in our chaotic life, like I said, with Amaya, with softball, it keep us on go at least 2 weekends out of the month. And then with everything dealing with the praise team, Millennial praise team, drawing us here, there, everywhere with family. And even last year, at this time, we were planning a wedding. We planned the wedding for a whole year. Wow. So, it was just chaotic. So what we asked for was a calm baby. So I will say that he is calm. He's very calm, mild-mannered baby. Thank God.
He is a chill baby.
Yeah, he sleep through the night.
Not through church, because he be listening to the pastor now.
Yeah, he loved. Yeah, he loved to hear his pop. Yeah. But he sleep through the night, so we don't have that issue. And then there's the 13-year-old. Anybody that's raising a teenager, raising a teenager.
We know. We praying for
y'all.
We got 2 of them. Emotional. Oh my God, they emotional.
Y'all have boys, so imagine it with a girl.
No, I can't.
It's very much. God. She is a Sour Patch. She's my Sour Patch kid. You never know what you're gonna get from her when she wake up. We pretty much tread lightly around here. We pick our battles.
Okay.
It is what it is. We stay in our prayer closet. I stay asking, I just stay puzzled a lot because there's a lot of things that
why are you crying? What is wrong?
What are you asking me? Why are you asking me?
Yeah. What made you do that?
Right.
We get those. We ask those questions all the time.
I don't know.
All the time. Yeah.
What mean?
Okay. Yeah, we understand. We got 2 of them, and it's today we were going back and forth with them. Just what are you thinking? What is? Okay, so listen, Maya is your birth child,
yes,
but she's also Brandon's child. Like at your wedding, it was so sweet. They did that first dance together. I don't think it was a dry eye in the building.
No,
when they danced together. So Brandon, how is this now getting a 13-year-old, and that you have really kind of embraced as your own child? Like, how were you able to transition so quickly with this, with having her as your own?
Not only that, man, you also have a son, and this is your first child,
right?
And he's a boy,
right?
And I know how men we like to beat our chest when I got me a boy, So I want to know how that felt for you, man, especially with Amaya and all of that type stuff too, man.
Well, I came in her life when she was about 8, 9, so. Got her very young and just tried to be there for her, because her biological father wasn't there, so she had her uncle Jamel and her granddaddy. They stepped up before I came into life, and then I knew that I wanted to be with Ashley, so I just had to take on that role for when she moved out of their house. And wow. I had to do that. I had to be that father figure she looked to now. So, I just had.
Who told you this though? Like, did you grow up knowing I got to step up, or like, how do you know to do this? Because all men dating women with children do not do this. So, how did you know this is what I've got to do? Did you see it in your father? Or did you like?
The big piggyback to my life, I had a father. He was active in my life, but he wasn't in the house.
Okay.
So I just wanted to be that father in the house that I never had.
Wow.
Okay. I had a father, and he's very active, and I love him to death, and we talk, and he came to all my games, but like I said, I just didn't have that father figure in the house, so that I can wake up and just be like, "Hey, Dad, like let's go do this, and let's do that." So I just wanted to be that for Maya that I didn't have.
Yes,
and that's also what was going on in my life, not having a father. So you understand me. I didn't have a father. He wasn't in my life at all. But you understood how that hurt, so you don't want your kids to hurt like that. So that's why I say, man, I have to be in my kid. That's why I tell my wife, every game they go to, every game they have them, Del. I don't care what it is. If it's practice, I don't care what it is, because I know what it's like. I know how it feels when they're not there. So I don't want my kids to have to go through what I went through. So that's one of the reasons why I'm always active in my kids' life. I don't care what it is.
So you coached, and so now Brandon, Damian, you coach your sons, and Brandon, now you're coaching Amaya. Is that right? And you're an umpire. On this, not on her same softball team, or when she plays, because I don't know softball, y'all. I'm sorry.
When she don't play, that's when I umpire.
You're an umpire. So were you that active before, or it was because of her that you got so active in softball?
It was because of her. One time when I went to the game, the head umpire, man, I had wore a Pitt shirt. One of my best friends went to the University of Pittsburgh. He's from Pennsylvania, and so he just asked me just some random questions and asked me, why I got on this hoodie, and so we just got to talking, and he just asked me, did I want to be an umpire? He was throwing all this money at me. I was like, hey man, you can make this on the side, but I'm like, oh yeah,
okay, you speaking my language. Okay,
so and that's how I got into umpire, because like I say, being at one of her activities, and it got me into being an umpire, and just being around the game, man, make me love it and make me embrace it, and then she plays travel ball, so she plays for the organization SWAT, and her uncle is the coach, and he asked me to come along and join him this year, and I was like, yeah, heck yeah, man. Like I say, umpiring and being around the game, so that would make me love the game. And Ashli, she was loving the game because Florida softball college is a really, really good softball team.
They are. I'll give them credit. They are.
And so when we was dating, and we used to watch the games, and I was like, man, why are you watching this? And then when I kept watching and she kept watching, I kept watching with her, that made me grow into the game. And so when Jamel asked me to come help him, I was, heck yeah, man, I'll definitely come help you, and spend more time with Maya and just try to help her learn the game.
Nice. Yeah. I love that. I love that. I love it.
That's good.
Actually, you done struck gold.
I have.
I love that.
Got the man going to church.
Going to church. Keep coaching.
Yeah, coaching.
Right.
Hey, he ain't in the streets.
Now, so here's another thing. Y'all keep talking about families. Let's shift a little. Blended families. Y'all are a new couple. You have blended, even though you grew up knowing each other, it's still different when you are blending families now. We are one. How has the blending of two different families, how has that been working for y'all? And how do y'all manage that?
Oh, it's been a journey. That's what we'll say. It's been a journey.
That's a good
it hasn't been horrible. Yeah. Because my family is very much active. Y'all know we celebrate birthdays heavy. Every holiday we get together. It doesn't matter, what's happening on both sides, my mom's side and my dad's side. So it's always something happening with my family. So that's how I grew up. That's how Amaya is, that's just who we were.
Okay.
So Brandon's family, they were active before COVID, and then once COVID hit, they kind of stopped gathering together on his mom's side. It's a whole lot of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what we were doing before COVID is that we split our time. On the holidays, we would go half a day at my family, half a day at his family, and it just worked. So it hasn't been, bad in that manner. Like I said, we looked up, our families are very close. We grew up together. So it hasn't been anything like, we knew each other.
Exactly.
We knew our family. So it hasn't been bad. Brandon and my brother are like
brothers.
It's almost sickening. Like He actually probably talks to my brother a whole lot more than I do, because they do football together, they do softball together, so they constantly together.
That's good.
So that was the biggest adjustment, because it was just me and my brother. You know, that's all I had. So now I got to share my brother with you too. Like, that's how it's been.
I mean, on that, like, me and Jamel, it's like I've been seeing him as a big brother, because she didn't know, but I know when I was younger, I think around his senior year, we used to go. I was real baseball back then. I was real baseball heavy back then when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
After every Sunday after church, he would take me to the baseball field and toss me the ball, hit off the tee, and hit me ground balls like almost every Sunday until he left to go off to school.
Wow.
So,
That's you didn't even know that. They already had a bromance.
Right. We've been had that bond together before we even got together.
Hey, big ups to Jamel. That's huge, girl. That's big.
I mess with him to this day that he still owed me a movie day, because he was supposed to take me to see Recess back then. When it came out.
Lord have mercy. You need to get that man his movie Recess.
But
I don't even know where you're gonna find that movie at.
Where you gonna find that at?
Nah, I've been seeing this.
It's on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus, and it came on TV millions of times. But yeah, me and Jamel, we've been had a brotherhood bond ever since I was younger. Then he came back. He came back and be the head coach at Fort Meade my junior year in high school.
Okay.
And then our bond just grew more ever since then.
Wow, that's huge. That's big, man. That's big, because some things, some people don't know what people do behind closed doors, and everybody ain't got to know it. What somebody do for another person, man. Right. That's huge, because Jamel didn't have to do that.
Right.
He didn't have to do that, man. That big ups, Jamel. Big ups, man. Big ups to you, cuz.
I like that though, but it makes your marriage kind of run smoother when your family members, especially your sibling who you look up to. I got an older brother. I have 3 older brothers, but one that I actually was raised with, lived in the house, and it's him and Damian. They don't talk every day, but when they get together, they have a close bond too. And so I like the fact that, and my brother is 11 years older than me. So he's older, mature, more wiser, but Damian has talked to my brother apart from me, not even knowing, and he's able to mentor and talk to Damian as well. And so you got to have that mentorship, and it helps if y'all are now family doing it together.
But Absolutely. It has to be the right type of mentor.
Okay, that's true.
You can't have anybody giving you advice, man. You just need the right advice, because when you're going, and like I said, when we go through things in a marriage, we need the right type of advice, because any wrong advice can tear your marriage apart. And sometimes you just need somebody to listen and just say, "Man, I'm gonna pray for you."
That's it.
I'm gonna pray for you.
They don't give you any advice.
They don't give you advice.
I'm gonna
pray for you and your family.
Well, y'all gonna get through this.
Yeah. You don't need nobody giving you advice, telling you, "Man, you should go do this. You should go do that." Nah, I just need you to listen, because you might not have the answer. Right. But I just need a listening ear, so I can get what I need to get off my chest, and also for you to pray for me. That's you have to have the right type of people around you, because the wrong type of people will tear your marriage apart. I'm just keeping
we're telling you that 17 years in, y'all. So it's great that y'all are learning that now, and y'all are putting people around you that can really build you up. And a lot of times it's hard for a man to talk to somebody, especially another man. So if you do have people like that in your life, keep them very close to you. And especially, like Damian said, people that are not going to just tell you what their opinion is all the time, but they're going to listen, and give you wisdom, or they're just going to say, "I'm going to pray for you." Yep. Right. I'd rather somebody say that sometimes than give me your opinion, because I don't like it.
I want it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I like that. So y'all have a very busy, hectic life. You're going back and forth. When do y'all have time to date? I'm talking about them now, not us. Yeah, we know we don't. We gonna make time. But y'all, when do y'all have time? Just the two of y'all to date.
So pre-baby.
Okay.
We generally try to on the weekends that we weren't playing ball, which kind of worked to be like every other weekend. And we are very mild-mannered people, so we bond over crazy stuff. So food is the biggest one.
Okay.
So anytime we can. You said who cooked the food?
No, what's your favorite foods?
Oh, I love pasta.
Okay.
And seafood.
Okay. All right. Okay, continue. Yeah. Sorry.
So we anytime that we can get out and get food, and Maya is of age where people don't mind watching her.
Yeah.
And so my mama and my daddy, those weekends that I want to go stay at Granny and Pop. See you.
Love it.
And and so that's how we were doing it. Since the baby has been here, we really haven't gone anywhere, done anything. Our lives has really kind of like shifted. Everything is about Braden. So we haven't really dated. We laughed the other night where we went, and I was like, I guess we count this as date night.
Before Brady.
We rode to. We went to
that was the before Brady.
The beefs.
We watched the.
We watched the game.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, Maya went to the Florida Georgia game, so we went to the beef.
Yeah.
And
y'all took the baby with y'all, or y'all?
Yes.
Okay, so we've had date nights like that. But your baby sleeps a lot, so it wasn't.
Yeah, he ain't at that stage where he touching our food and all of that. We ain't got there yet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good. I like that y'all making time, because that is essential that you all have time. Like I said, we don't go on dates right now because our boys' schedules are so crazy. Right. And when we do have time to just relax, we just literally relax. But we do have time that we spend together, our own time. Mm-hmm. And, we count that kind of as a date night until we can really go and do. Mm-hmm. And it's temporary, y'all. Yeah. It's temporary. Right. Seasons.
Yeah. As soon as this season up with these boys, we gonna be out.
We traveling. We gonna be everywhere.
We gonna be out.
I love it. That's so we're in your marriage. What is a 3-year goal, and then let's do a 10-year goal that you all see? In 3 years, we want to be blank here. In 10 years, we want to be here. What is your goal, or have y'all even talked about it?
Well, in 3 years, we said. In our own house.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Better financially.
Okay.
Yep. That's good.
Just better overall.
Yeah.
But I know those are the two main things. We really a house, because we got an extra guy, person down here. Now it's 4.
Yeah.
We have outgrown the apartment. So,
yeah.
No, the main thing is in 3 years, like I say, mainly a house, of our own that we can call home.
Very good.
Like I say, in financially, better financially too. Mm-hmm. Those pretty are the two main things we came up with right now.
What about 10 years?
In 10 years, we will have a 23-year-old. So we'll be transitioning to having a 10-year-old. And the 23-year-old.
Well, we did say,
we would
like that
to.
Time Maya be graduating, or should have been done graduated. So, we had talked about, man, if she don't get no scholarship, we need to start saving up for this college.
Which she will, but
we
you always have to plan for the what ifs.
Hold on, somebody done threw something in the comment section. It said y'all also have an 8-year-old. They speaking some things into it.
10, he'll be 10.
Who said 8? We can't see the comments, but who said that?
Oh, Jess Smiles said, in 10 years.
Jessica, no ma'am, that's you.
Y'all having another baby coming down the pipeline.
I don't know why people.
Y'all gonna have another baby coming.
Can we put this out right now? Well, can I put this out right now?
Okay,
go
ahead.
Public announcement.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Hold on. Let's pause, Brandon. Now, Brandon. Ashli, back up. Brandon, do you want another child?
He does. He absolutely does.
But then there it is, Ashli.
No, it's not. That's not this final say.
Oh, compromise.
I got tricked 5 times, girl.
Tricked.
How you got tricked?
I don't know. I just blinked my eyes and I was pregnant again.
But no. I want to enjoy my son.
And 2 years later, they speaking it into existence.
You're going to have another one 2 years later. You're going to enjoy both of them.
Okay.
Exactly. You're going to have another boy.
Exactly. Now, Ashli, I'm going to tell you this now. Listen, look, Just Smile said exactly. I was asleep. Listen, these are the things we talking about now. She feel me on this now. So listen now. What I'm saying is we had one, and then 3 months later, I found out I was pregnant with the second one. So I'm just saying.
Hey, I want another one, but it ain't gonna be that soon.
No way.
Hey, just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
No way.
Absolutely
not.
Just be careful. But now look, now we got a 15-year-old and we got a 14-year-old, and they help us with the 2 younger ones.
That's fine. We got a 13-year-old and almost 7 weeks, and she do what she can, but that's still a no. It ain't enough for me to say, let's just go.
Hey,
another baby.
We shall see in 2 years, y'all.
Okay,
we shall.
And then, what if she end up having twins?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I'm going to prophesy, declare, and decree.
Ma'am, no, you proper lying right now, because that's not what's going to happen.
We'll have twins.
No, ma'am.
In abundance, we speak over your life and over your womb in the name of Jesus. It is so, Ashli.
I'm okay. I don't receive it. Send it back.
Okay, so you've got plans. I like that. So you got plans. So in thinking about all this, Brandy even mentioned finances. This is a tricky question here. Did you all talk finances before you got married?
Okay. I have a question.
Oh, wait a minute.
Does it matter who makes more money?
It does not. That's never been a deal for us.
Okay.
And we definitely talked finances while we were dating, so it translated over to marriage. We did a lot of stuff.
Joint accounts, separate accounts, or both?
Both. I mean, what's his is mine. What's mine is his. We live by that. I mean, we just it works for us. Now I can't say it don't work for everybody, but it works for us. I mean, we don't have that issue. I mean, it's always been that way. We talked about it before. He has always been really well with taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and I get in where I fit in and take care of what needs to be taken care of. So that's never been a deal for us.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, because it's the same here. She make more money than me, but I don't. We don't care. We don't care about it. It's all coming to the same household.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
It ain't going on us, it's going on the kids. So
exactly.
But I think you got to have that marriage, because it can break people's relationships up.
Definitely.
Money is one of the single most dividing factors in marriages, and if you don't have conversations about it, it can definitely impact your marriage. And sometimes the one person that makes more money, they want to dominate the relationship, and then that causes a conflict as well. And so we don't have those kind of problems. Like we said, they all come to the same accounts. We have multiple accounts, and everybody knows the passwords to get in here, knows what's over here, and so it's no secrets. And we did talk though.
We get alerts on phones. This is coming.
That's the thing though.
That's why I draw that Amazon. It stays with me.
Listen, because it goes to the email. See, he don't check email often. So when he does, he's like, "What you just ordered? Hey, now."
Right.
But what we did decide early on in our marriage is a certain amount. We're gonna talk about it, and then we'll make sure that we don't spend too much. And so I think talking about finances is extremely important. Extremely important. Now we got a little game that we like to play. We talked about date nights, right? Okay, so we got our little date night game. Now, our audience, I'm gonna say that we kind of censored some of the cards because we don't want to dig into too much of their business tonight. Even though it's a late night, this ain't that kind of show. And so we're just gonna go ahead. What'd you say?
Wine or beer?
Oh no, we ain't even gonna ask some kind of question.
We don't drink beer.
Beer's so nasty.
Yes, it is. No thanks.
Wine all day.
Wine.
Pick one. He don't like my little games. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Oh, what's your ideal of a perfect vacation? And how can we make it happen?
How can you make it happen?
How can you make it happen?
We ain't gonna make it happen.
What's a perfect ideal? No, ideal for a perfect vacation.
We probably have different answers on this. I say anything away from these children. It would be a vacation right about now.
Right.
But I would ideally like to visit Hawaii again.
Again.
Yeah, I did it when I was young.
Low key shade.
No, not.
We not been there yet.
We ain't been
well, I did it when I was young, so that's why I say again. I would like to experience it, like all of it. All right. I'm real simple. Anything with water. We like being around the water, so anything with the water.
Anything tropical, wake up beachfront type.
You know what we should do? We should plan a millennial marriage escape. And we should invite couples, and maybe we go to one of these places and they have the little cabanas that see on little TV shows and stuff like that.
We should make that happen for 2023.
2023, y'all. Hey, viewers, y'all listen out for the millennial marriage escape. The Lord just dropped that in my spirit, and I love that idea.
For real, that'll be nice. I believe people don't get away often.
And I believe we should get our passports. I think we need
many people got it. We don't have ours yet.
Oh, y'all don't have y'all's passports. Okay, y'all got to do that. Brandon don't either, but I do.
We're going to Africa. My dad is from. We're going to Africa next year. So we're going. But I think we're going to do that. We're going to make it happen. Yeah. One of our viewers said one of their dream vacations they're simple, Orlando. So hey, some people you vacation. We do that sometimes when we can't get away.
Not for me. Not a perfect vacation.
No, that's not the perfect.
Yeah, not
when
perfect.
We do that. Hey, Orlando is the thing.
That's something.
All right. So let's do another one because our time is winding out. What's another one?
Oh. If money was no object, where would you live? If money was no object.
Anything.
We talked about this. For me, it would be Texas.
I just love Texas.
The triple D.
You said who I know in Texas. I went out there.
Where in Texas?
What part?
In Dallas, most likely.
Triple D.
Yeah, or Austin. I like Austin, both of those.
Very nice.
Okay. Yeah, that would
Brandon,
be.
What about you?
Out of the country.
Okay, where though? Where? Paris? London?
Somewhere rich.
Dubai. Okay, all right. I think we got time for one more.
Oh, when did you realize you were in love?
We talked about that one. All right, let's go do one more. We already talked about that one. Here we go.
It says,
what
do you value most? Free time, recognition, or money, and why? It says, what do you value most? Free time, recognition, or money, and why?
I know what you're gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's free time.
That's what I was
because like a connection.
Yeah, because we really, honestly, we don't get a lot. We are constantly on go. So anytime that we have free, we like to spend it together. Some people can probably say that we are kind of like clingy, but
that's us.
Right. Well, most of the times where you see one, you see the other. And if I ain't too far behind them, I'm close. So we value it together. We like spending time together. The two of us. So
that's your love language. We did a show on love languages. That's your love language, and I think it's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Enjoying your partner. I love it. So, questions?
Which one you have?
Me?
Yeah.
Free time, recognition, or money?
Value most.
Oh, value most.
Money.
It's a good thing between free time and money, because I feel like if I had the money, I'm gonna have the free time, because I won't have to stress and worry and do all of this grinding because I have money. But then again, I could make free time now. I don't know, what would you value?
Free time.
Free time, because we just have hectic lives.
Yeah, we just
busy.
Always moving, man.
Always moving and going.
It's never about us. It's always about the kids.
But that's gonna pass. That's gonna get
better. That's why I will value the most is free time.
Do y'all have any questions for us, or you want to leave the viewers with something to think about, something profound?
Ooh,
no questions.
I ain't got no questions, but just to the people out there, just be you. Don't listen to the social media.
Because Pastor said they capping.
Yeah, they cap.
They preached about that today. And he said that all the millennials do is cap on social media.
But
I want to know why he learned how to use cap the right way. Like, he was going in a little bit.
And poor people was in there with like slang.
What is
Pastor using slang in church?
Most definitely said that's how millennials do.
They be lying.
He said they be lying.
Brandon said, "Be you, man. Don't live on this social media thing." That's why we honestly created this platform, because we are just simple millennial people that are married. It ain't nothing too extravagant about us. Yes, we have big dreams, we have big goals. But more so, we're just serving God and loving on each other and living our lives. And so that's what we really want to come across. We don't want any fake and phone. That's not what we hear about, because we want to empower other couples to stay married, you know? Yep. So you can't do that if you ain't going to be real with yourself. So we try our best to be real. That's why I can't censor him, you know, like I would want to. He just say what he want to say, you know, and we just let it happen, because I love the fact that he's comfortable in his element, you know?
Right. And another thing too is that like he said, the social media, but I see a lot of females now who are, oh no, I don't want to get married. Married is just married life is the best life, I will say. Being able to have somebody who you can count on.
Yeah.
You know that little meme that people be talking about, like, oh, you can't count on your man because he don't do this, that, and the third. That is a lie.
Oh man.
Right. Very accountable here.
Yeah.
So just to value yourself first, and then everything else will kind of like fall in line for you. So yeah.
And I think that this is a platform for people to see millennials, what a marriage couple look like and how it can be. It's not have to be stressful, or if you have the right mate, first of all, you gotta have the right mate, and you also have to have the same goals and the same dreams, and second of all, you have to have Christ in your marriage.
Yeah.
That's what people don't understand, is that once Christ is in your marriage, man, it makes it a lot more easier for you to go through different things and not steer away from each other because of your own whatever you may be going through, and you feel like you're going through it alone, man. I'm telling you, ever since I've been a Christian and really serving God, it's just been an eye-opener in reference to our relationship, our marriage, because now you have expectations. And you put those expectations on your marriage. Now, before you do something, you'll think about it. How is this pleasing God? You know, so it allows us to have to be responsible.
Yeah,
responsible young men, and we can show everybody in the world what a millennial marriage look like. So we thank you guys for coming on and showing everybody, because everybody, you know, fall in love at different stages. We don't know, and meet each other at different stages, different points in their lives. So we just thank you guys for opening up with us. And letting us know what's going on in their lives, and to show the people in the world that what a good marriage looks like.
Yes,
so thank you.
And thank y'all for having us. We enjoyed it.
Yes, we we see y'all all the time, but we will have you back.
Yes.
At a different time, a different day. And we thank you for staying up with us. Hey, as an announcement, y'all, we really need you to like, share this podcast. It's a inspirational, motivational podcast. And I hope that tonight's viewing has really been a blessing to you. That's what we really wanted to do. So we thank the Fulse gang for joining us tonight.
Fulse gang.
Hey, singles, if you're single out there, we still got you on our minds. We are going to have a show where we bring some single ladies. I'm a single ladies. And then we're going to bring these single men on, and we're going to have a nice little discussion. So we have not forgotten about y'all singles. We're going to have some
speed dating.
Good.
Y'all should. That's, I want to 10. I want to. No, I just want to see.
Speed dating.
Y'all look out. Y'all gotta like the Millennial Marriage Podcast page.
We should do that. Y'all.
I think y'all should do that for real. I got a few people in mind.
Do that community center or at the dean.
We gonna do something. Y'all keep on the lookout. Y'all gotta like the page so y'all can get notified. Like the page, and we're gonna do this experience, this Millennial Marriage escape, this getaway. So y'all be on the lookout. We're gonna get this together, y'all.
Yeah.
But until then, and tell everyone that we love y'all, and y'all have a good night, y'all.
Thank you.
Good night,
family. Y'all have a good night.
Mom and Dad, can I play a game, please? I've been on the game all day. It's my turn.
Mom, is yours? Can I have it? Mom, Dad, can I drive to the store?
A day in the life